Testing. 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 Alright. Should be good now, I think. Testing. Testing. Alright. We are good. Welcome back to Bruins Game Breakdown, playoff livestream edition. So, we're good? Yeah, we're good enough, I guess. She'll be alright. We'll be fine. Fire truck's going by. Buffalo leads 1-0 in the series early on. Let's have a fun game today, shall we? Let's see if we can't get out to the lead and hold it. Oh dear, that is a fire truck. Where are you going? Oh, you're driving right by. Alright. Let's hope for a good opening period this time, once again. And see if they can't hold it for that final 50 minutes. Looks like there's a few people here now. Alright. Getting ready to go here. Just got a few more minutes before puck drop. It should be an interesting second game here. Okay, yes, that's pretty good. let's have a fun game tonight here, shall we? Alright. We can back up just a bit here, no? Yeah, a little bit. Let's see here. Alright, just setting this up here real quick. Alright, fine, that one's not gonna go. Yep, we are public, sports, yep, probably should get a thumbnail, but we can do that later, I think. Seems fine, seems fine. We're live, so of course the thing's gonna be today. Alright. Well, let's see if that does anything here. Alright, national anthem's just going on right now, and then we will why? Okay, fine. YouTube. There. Alright, well, says we're still live, so. Why isn't my stream working for the game? Really? There we go. Alright. I'm a lot more nervous for this one than I was game one. That's not ideal. It was game one. Alright. Of course, it's Josh Allen on the drum. Alright. Well, we got some water, some good hockey going on, and hopefully a good night with a good result at the end. And we are underway here for game two. Sabres win the opening draw, dumped into the Boston zone. McAvoy with it now. And first shot of the game comes from Buffalo. That was Tage Thompson taking it. He's alright from anywhere out in front of the net, but if he gets in behind the net, you are just about screwed there, unfortunately, if you're Boston. So hopefully that doesn't happen there, but probably going to happen at least once a game. Just going to have to minimize those chances as best as possible. Lindholm wins the face-off. Puck gets sent back around to Geekie. Geekie up through center now with Pasternak. Pasternak can't receive the pass, and the puck rolls down into the near corner. Buffalo is able to recover it. Elias Lindholm on him repeatedly there. Does get a shot to McAvoy, puts it on. Or sorry, Hampus Lindholm puts it on. Puck battle along the boards. Puck comes out to center ice. That's Peak with it now. Dumps it in well past the red line and doesn't go for icing, even though it didn't look tipped. And we have I thought we had a whistle before the Swayman stop, but I guess not. Zadorov and Geekie tag team, and who was that? Was that Power? That might have been Power there. Oh, no, we do have a penalty. Is that... Oh. Dahlin and Lindholm are going off for 2 minutes each for holding. Oh, they're sitting there hugging it out. Dahlin, 2 for holding. Probably the same? Yeah. Oh, no, okay. Elias Lindholm, 2 for roughing. We got 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes, less than a minute, or just over a minute in. Minton leans in for the draw, gets tossed. Thompson versus Husendinov now. And the puck is dropped now. Boston with it. McAvoy up to Lindholm. Lindholm takes it for a walk up to center and dumps it into the far corner. Husendinov's there to recover it. Sends the puck up to Lindholm. Over to McAvoy. McAvoy puts it on, and Husendinov had a chance at a tip there. Just couldn't quite get there. Minton and Husendinov on the back check. Puck bounces off the end boards weirdly, coming right out to the front of the net. And Buffalo's able to get another chance right there. Byram dancing around center ice here. Both teams changing. Here comes Buffalo with the chance, but not a shot there. Hard shot from the point, and Swayman does make that pad stop. Buffalo with it now behind the net. They start the charge up ice with Samuelsson. Samuelsson with no one behind him to pass to. Stanley now with it up to Samuelsson. Puts it on soft, and the puck gets knocked, and the net gets knocked off. And and there we go. Lowride taking hard exception to that. That's not something you see out of him every day. I don't hate that though. He was pretty quiet. 35 seconds left here on on the 4-on-4 to open up this game. There we go. Yeah, Benson tries to put the brakes on and just can't quite get stopped up. Zacha actually ends up running Swayman over pretty good. Zadorov takes exception to Benson. Buffalo with 4 shots already early on in this game here. That's not ideal. Tuck leans in for the draw and is able to win it. Byram dancing around now. Up to Thompson. Thompson takes it up over the blue line. Back to Byram, who takes it into the Boston zone. Good shot right from the point there. Or from the high slot. Arvidsson now. Thompson knocks him off the puck and then hits him again for good measure. Buffalo with 3 guys that you could throw a blanket over, charging up through the zone here. Sabres making changes now as we go back to 5-on-5. Kastelic now. Puck goes wide. Buffalo is able to come out with it, though. Swayman stops the puck behind the net, sends it around to Andrew Peak. Peak in the board battle in the corner now. Corrali joins in along with Jordan Greenway. Boston gets it out now. Tanner Jeannot dodges a big hit right there. UPL with the puck behind the net and bodies Tanner Jeannot. That's just what you love to see. Sabres 4-on-3. Shot comes in, saved by Swayman once again. Man. This is going to be a repeat of last game, isn't it? Is there some extracurricular going on back behind the Boston net here? Zadorov and Greenway going at it there, and then Kastelic immediately mucks it up with Greenway. Mallenstein comes in and grabs Zadorov from the neck behind. Zadorov is in the box. Shots are 6-1 Buffalo. Okay. Wow. Okay, and Buffalo ends up with the power play out of that. Zadorov 4 penalty minutes, Buffalo 2. Not an ideal start here. Need to get a power penalty kill here badly. A bit confused on how there's only 2 penalties. Or 2 players with penalties there, but sure. That's not for me to judge, unfortunately. So 6-1 shots for Buffalo. Two-minute power play here. Here we go. Buffalo power play 21st in the regular season, so not great. Boston penalty kill was worse, though, at 24th. McAvoy with it, goes for the dump into the Buffalo zone, and it does go the distance. Buffalo recovers it, though, very quickly. Dahlin with it just before center ice with the back pass. Jack Quinn now gets held up by Hampus Lindholm and is forced to dump the puck into the near corner. Puck goes wide into the Boston corner as the puck does end up making its way out. And 30 seconds already gone off this penalty kill for Boston. Dahlin recovers off of a Pekka stop back behind the net. Back to Quinn. Oh, Kastelic now with it. Has a chance. Breakaway. And he's stopped by Pekka Luukkonen. Buffalo fighting to get the puck back into the Boston zone here. Puck down into the near corner. Shot comes on from the point, or from the near point. As Josh Norris decides to hug Jonathan Aspero. Yeah, beautiful, almost a toe pick by Mark Kastelic, really. Just gets his foot in the way of the pass and is able to take off with it. Luukkonen, though, keeping that arm low, and he's able to make the stop. Boston wins the draw. McAvoy off the boards and out. 45 seconds left now on the Buffalo power play. Boston can't clear the zone now. 23 seconds left. Byram with it now at the point. Drops it down to McLeod. McLeod to the bumper. No go from Swayman. Puck gets sent back up to McLeod. Gets kicked out to Bowen Byram. Swayman with another stop once again, and he gets back over to make the second effort stop. Arvidsson with a chance now. Can't get it by Luukkonen again. Oh, man. That's brutal. Boston with 2 great chances in this one. And we remain scoreless with 13:38 left in this period. Oh, shoot. Hit the wrong button there. Oh, it's not supposed to be that. Swayman once again having to be Boston's best player. Let's hope this doesn't continue. Benson sends it across. Can't get a pass, or we are going to get a replay. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Maybe? Alright, we are back. 13:27 left here. Lindholm leans in for the draw, and he snaps it back to Lohrei. Lohrei over to Hampus Lindholm, puts one on just wide. Lohrei flicks it back down in the corner, but Greenway's there to recover it. And he's going to flip it up out to center ice. Lindholm now with it. Buffalo again recovers out of the corner. Flip it up to center ice once again. Lindholm again with it at center ice. And Geekie gets run over at center ice and might be sitting on the puck. And we get a whistle for a stoppage due to the puck being frozen. I don't understand how that was not a call, but sure. Greenway grabbing a new stick. There have been a lot more than 5 hits in this game, but it says there has only been 5. Minton wins the face-off back, but it gets dumped down into the Boston zone off the face-off win. Aspero with it now. Flips it up to center ice. Minton with it now, puts a shot on just wide of the net. And it deflects up and out of play. Buffalo with it now. Into the Boston zone, sorry. Arvidsson in the puck battle in the corner. He is able to win it, but Aspro getting battered around back of the Boston net. McAvoy gets it up to Arvidsson, puts it on, shot just wide once again. Aspro keeps the puck in though. Middlestat in the corner. Hampus Lindholm now gets to the blue line and dumps it into the corner, rims around to the far post. Jeannot levels Josh Doan there. Lindholm keeping it in. And Jeannot gets leveled completely off the puck. That should be an interference call. Lindholm with it. Boston on the delayed penalty just picked up on that. Corrali chases over to it, but Buffalo gets possession. So we head to a Boston power play with 11:17 left in the period. Josh Doan going for a hook here. Jeannot levels Josh Doan. And then where's the... Oh, okay, yeah, no, there it is. Okay, yep. Shot's now 8-4, so a little bit better now. Boston forwards have a combined 33 power play goals this season, the regular season. Boston against the 4th-ranked Buffalo penalty kill. They did get one late in the 3rd period last game. McAvoy with it now into the Boston end. Zacha up over the Buffalo blue line, walks the line, sends it over to McAvoy, gloves it down and sends it back to Zacha. Zacha at the high slot sends it to McAvoy back up at the point. Pasternak now with it, top of the circle, down to Zacha. Zacha to Pasternak, blast on, and it goes wide and squirts out of the Buffalo zone. Both Geekie and McAvoy couldn't make that stop there to keep it in. So Boston's going to reset, and it bobbles off of Buffalo's stick. Greenway hard on Zacha there. Buffalo fans looking for a call. They're not going to get it. Geekie rims it back of the net for Hampus Lindholm now. Lindholm takes it himself up over the Boston blue line, then drops it back. Here comes Minton now. To Arvidsson, to Middlestat, back down to Arvidsson. Arvidsson sends it around to Higgins. Higgins and Minton in the puck battle now in the corner. Middlestat with it, up to Lindholm. Lindholm looking for a shot, can't get it. Minton gets it at the high slot. Higgins with it now, walking the low point. Lindholm sends it down. Back to Lindholm. Higgins with a shot, sorry. Boston with another delayed penalty. I let him touch it at this point. Higgins puts another shot on goal, and it gets blocked. And there will be 4 seconds of 5-on-3 for Boston. Connor Timmins to the box this time for Arvidsson. Yelling at the official a certain word that shouldn't be repeated. I mean, yeah, you cross-checked him right in the throat. You can't do that. And then proceeds to keep going at him. Lindy Ruff not happy there. So we got 3 seconds of 5-on-3 for Boston. Tuck and Lindholm in for the draw. Boston is able to win it, and it gets dumped immediately as Boston can't recover the face-off win. 5-on-4 for 1:50 now. McAvoy with it. Drops it down for Zacha. Zacha sends it right up to Pasternak. Pasternak streaking in. Stops up. Can't get a clean shot off, so he passes it off. Zacha over to Geeky. Nope, that was Lindholm, sorry. Zacha walking the line. Lindholm with it. Tries to get over to Pasternak for the one-timer. Can't get the pass through, though. McAvoy from the point. Gets ready for the one-timer. Fakes it, though. Over to Pasternak in the high slot. Pasternak just puts it on, trying to get anything going here. Shots have been updated again to 7-3 Buffalo, so they've had 2 shots taken off the board now. McAvoy walking the line. Drops it to Zacha. Pasternak, sorry. I gotta stop doing that. Byram clears it down the ice. 49 seconds left on the Boston power play. Hampus Lindholm now. Drops it down for Arvidsson. Arvidsson up to Middlestat. Lindholm walks the line, puts it down to the bumper for Arvidsson, and UPL makes the stop with 32 seconds left on the Boston power play. I wouldn't hate to see Marco Sturm start the second unit here on the next power play. If Boston gets another power play. They've had 2 already. They might not get another one. It would be interesting to see. Middlestat with it now. Down to Minton in the corner. Arvidsson can't recover it in the other side. Hagens loses the puck and it gets flipped out. 10 seconds left now. One more half rush for Boston. Lindholm and Middlestat will lead it. Middlestat falls back. Hagens can't quite find it on the far side of the post. And that's going to be the end of the Boston power play, number 2 here in this game. Hagen's kind of getting beat around there, if I'm going to be honest. Zadorov now. Over to Peak, who gets it up and out into the neutral zone. Corrali's there. He picks it up in the offensive zone. Kastelic with it now. Can't, on the second attempt, he still can't get the shot off. Jeannot now with it. Barely avoids the check as he comes into the Buffalo zone. Kastelic puts it out front, and it's 2 Buffalo skaters there to recover it. Just about 6 minutes left here in this first period. 0-0 as the puck gets deflected up and out of play. Well, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised so far with the way Boston's played. Yeah. Alright. Just under 6 minutes left here. Hampus Lindholm with it in the Boston zone, gets it over to Lohrei, who sends it up the ice. Hampus Lindholm tries to get into the Buffalo zone, and he does, but it's a Buffalo player there. Norris with it. He gets it in, and just on goal, but goes wide. Puck now in the Buffalo zone with Buffalo possession. Dahlin with it. Gets over the red line, dumps it into the near corner, rims around to the far side. Buffalo still with it now. Dahlin keeps it in, puts it on. Wrister saved by Swayman with 5:30 left in this first period. Zacha leans in for the draw here, and he is able to win it. Puck goes back into the corner. Aspero sends it over. Puck gets up. Arvidsson can't get it, and it gets sent right back in on Swayman. Arvidsson is able to recover it up to Aspero, bounces it off the wall, back up to Arvidsson. Zacha with it, Middlestat waiting at the blue line, dumps it in. Middlestat puts it on, and pretty sure that one went off the post. Aspero now at the red line, puts it up, and it gets sent in by Husendinov. UPL leaves it back behind the net for Samuelson. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, man. The kid line back out there was Boston's best line in Game 1. UPL makes the stop with a shot from James Higgins. Higgins looking for a fight from Jason Zucker. Won't go. Alright, well. 4.5 to go here in the first period. Alright. Alright, and we are back. Yeah, Zaka out to middle stat. Oof. Zadorov puts it on, stopped. Hard puck battle going along the wall here. Zadorov is barely able to keep it in, but the puck still comes out on the second effort. Jeannot back in after it. And, okay. Shots are now 6-7 in favor of Buffalo. Lower eye trips up Benson. No call there. Josh Stone with it now. Geeky tries to pick his pocket. Just can't do it. He takes it all the way down into the Boston red line. Oh, man. Norris with it now. Puck comes out, and it is recovered by Buffalo. Walking the high point there. Lower eye recovers it now. Up he comes. Gets up into center ice and dumps it in. Zaka with it. Has a chance. Puts it on, and UPL just about knocks the net off getting back over. Aspero with it now in the Boston zone, sorry. Takes it back behind his net. And there's been a couple missed calls on Boston here. I'll admit that one. Zaka dumps it in from the red line. Just over 2 minutes to go here. Darlene getting double teamed up there. Is able to get the puck out to Tuck. Samuelson now with it. Puts it on. Stopped by Swayman the first time. Rebound comes out, down into the Boston near corner. Shot comes on from the point. Still no go from Swayman. McAvoy now with the puck battle in the corner. Krebs jamming at him. Just stole his stick. I thought that was supposed to be a penalty, but guess it's not. Arvidsson now gets leveled as the puck comes back into the Boston zone. Zadorov trying to find the puck. Can't find it. McLeod with it. Centers it, and it almost gets knocked into the net there. Oh, man. Shot hard from the point from Timmins. Husendinov with it now. Gets it into the Buffalo zone. Dumps it into the corner. Higgins does lay the body on Stanley, and the puck is offside. Always nice to see the kid line mucking it up a little bit, though. Zaka to Pasternak. Pasternak back to Zaka. Can't quite generate much there. McAvoy. Zadorov dumps it in from the offside dot. Peak puts it on. Saved by Luukkonen. 50 seconds to go here in the first period. 30 seconds to go here, and we have a Boston penalty kill now. Pasternak again getting the penalty. Dahlin with it now. This penalty kill will roll into the next period. Thompson gets it into the corner for Dahlin. Thompson hanging out again behind the net. Boston cannot let him do that. Elias Lindholm gets up and out for 5 seconds, and that will end the period. And we go to intermission 0-0. Shots are 8-7 in favor of Buffalo, sorry. Alright, we are back. Zero zero, just under 5 minutes into the second period. Sorry. Zaka leans in for the defensive zone draw. Buffalo wins it. Shot comes on and Swayman there again to make the stop. Arvidsson in the puck battle in the corner. Rims it around, gets up and out. Aspero sends it up. Arvidsson with it now. Shot, scores. Through the 5-hole against Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Buffalo down 1-0 now. Just a beautiful play by Jonathan Aspero and Victor Arvidsson there. Aspero sends it up to center ice, then gets it back, sends it up once again, and Arvidsson on the 2-tap backhands it into the net through the 5-hole. Love to see it. Settles the puck down and bangs it in. Boston once again up 1-0 midway through the second. Zadorov gets it in his defensive zone. Gets cleared back up the ice though. And there's an icing. Crowley is fuming at that icing call. Jeannot rims it around, and it does get picked up by Buffalo. Byram dumps it into the Boston zone just over the red line. Zadorov now with it. Puck gets deflected up and out. Shots are now 10-9 in favor of Boston. Puck gets sent out down into the Boston zone. Lohrei is there. Gets the puck up to Lindholm. Lindholm gets over the red line, gets it down to Husendinov. Husendinov now with it in the corner. Minton's there to back him up. Husendinov and Minton now back in the blow corner. Lohrei with it. Walking the high slot here. Rims it down back behind the Buffalo net. Boston comes off for the change as Buffalo goes on the attack here. 3-on-3. Shot goes down into the corner. Hagen's still out there. Buffalo with it now. Benson shot, blocked. Benson recovers it once again. Gets it up to the line. Timmins with a shot on. No go. Down in the corner. Stanley with a shot now, off the bar and out. Pasternak flips it out, finally allowing Hagens to get off. Lowry barely gets it up and out. Gets knocked down by Josh Doan. Puck goes into the Buffalo zone, no icing. Zadorov now. On the Sabres change, gets it up. And Zacha now down in the Buffalo corner. And we have a Boston power play coming up once again. Calling that a delay of game. What are we doing right now? Like, Boston with the power play now. They lead 1-0 and out shooting Buffalo 10-9. Samuelson gets it and rims it up the wall and out. That will go the distance for Swayman. McAvoy picks it up now. McAvoy drops off for Lindholm. Zacha now with it over to Geekie. Geekie looking for a pass. Goes down to Zacha. Zacha up to Pasternak. Over to McAvoy. McAvoy looking for a shot. No go. Pasternak shot wide. McAvoy's there. He recovers the pass. Or the shot. Dumps it in and gets sent down into the Boston zone. Swayman there once again with it. Looking for someone to go to. McAvoy's there to pick it up. He skates it up. Sends it up to Geekie at the red line. Geekie dumps it down. Zacha with it now. Over to Lindholm. Lindholm in on the line. Pasternak up to McAvoy. McAvoy puts it on. Shot gets blocked and cleared out of the Buffalo zone. Pasternak tries to get it back, but McAvoy bowls over one of the Buffalo defenders. Minton walking the line. Just barely gets it in. Dumps it in, and puck gets sent right back out. Hampus Lindholm now walking the line. Skates it up. Drops off for Minton, who drops off for Arvidsson. Arvidsson takes it in. Hampus Lindholm. Shot goes on. No go. comes back out of the Boston zone, or out of the Buffalo zone. 5 seconds left in the power play. Higgins barely gets it in and it gets flipped back out as Boston runs out of time on the power play once again. No shots on that power play either. Ten minutes left here in the second period, midway through this game, and we're going to have a Buffalo power play. And Tanner Jeannot is going to go on this one. Alright, we are back. A second over 10 minutes left in the second period here. Boston wins the draw. Sends it up. Can't quite get it out though. Shot comes back in and it does get cleared out for Boston. Dahlin works his way up through the defensive hash marks up to center ice. Thompson's there. Swayman kicks the puck out wide. Thompson looking for a spot, can't quite get it, and the puck gets sent back down into the Buffalo end. Minute 15 left here in the power play. Dahlin looking for someone, drops it back for Norris. Norris banks the puck in. Dahlin down to Quinn. Quinn with it, 40 seconds left. Shot comes in, almost gets the tip. Husindinov's lost his stick now. 5 on 3.5 here for Boston. Peak, beautiful puck block right there. Thompson walks the line. Husindinov, the guy in front, tries to get a leg on it, just barely can't. And the puck comes out. Husindinov is going to get off the ice. 14 seconds left now. Thompson charging hard back in, gets through 2 Bruins defenders. Dahlin sends it up and gets deflected out. Great puck block by Peak. Both teams at 9 blocked shots. That seems low for both teams. Kaslik in for the draw. Does not win it. Byram with it now. Over to McLeod. Shot comes in. Swayman. Shot goes wide. Kaslik can't quite get it. Shot comes in. Saved by Swayman. And a fan's gonna get a souvenir. Zaka with a shot, stopped by Pekka Luukkonen. Shots are a lot more even in this one than they were last game. Lindholm sends it back in. Arvidsson with it now. Gets around to Middlestat. Middlestat cycles it up, back up to lower eye. Middlestat with it now. Boston pressuring hard here. And the puck does not get out still. Buffalo fans looking for a penalty call there. They're not going to get one. Pasternak gets cross-checked from behind. No call there. UPL plays the puck back behind his net as Boston goes off for a change. Lower eye with it now. Gets knocked off the puck hard. Pasternak dumps it into the corner as Lindholm interferes there to get to the puck first. Peak. Shot goes on. No go. Zadorov walking the line. Shot goes on. Tipped out in front and the rebound. And the puck goes out once again. That's the fourth time this period already. Zaka with a shot. Pekka Luukkonen barely getting a pad on it. Kid line out there for Boston now. Buffalo with it in the neutral zone. Hagen's able to block the pass. Minton over to Hagens. Back to Minton, back to Hagens. And the puck can't quite get through on that last pass to Hagens. Dahlin flips it up and out. And the puck gets all the way in, and Swayman's going to make the save to cover it. And Boston ices it with 5:29 left. Five minutes left now. Back behind the Boston net. Shot comes out from Buffalo. To the point, shot goes on way wide. McLeod with it, can't get a clean shot. Boston gets a couple guys off. Shot comes in. Boston flips it right back out. Buffalo offside for a while. Pasternak with it now in his own zone. Sends the puck up. Puck gets deflected in by Lindholm. Back behind the Buffalo net. It was definitely nice to see Buffalo get so into it. They had their fun, though, in Game 1, and they're not hopefully going to get it this time. Shots have been a lot more even, though, so... Oh boy. I completely missed that one. UPL looks stunned. Geeky got that. What happened there? Pasternak up to Geeky. Geeky at center. He dumps it in from center and he can't get a body in front of it. Oh, man. Oh, Geeky. Oh, that's brutal for UPL. Oh, Morgan Geeky with a backhand from center ice, and it bounces up over the glove of UPL. That is unfortunate for Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and the Buffalo Sabres. Oh boy. 3.5 to go here. Corrali leans in. Wins the draw back for Boston. Buffalo recovers it, though. Gets the puck deep in. Lowry with it. Sends it up. Does get out. Kastlik's there with it. Can't quite get a hold on it. Sends it across the ice. Gets tipped in deep. And UPL, does cover it. Yeah. Trying to stream when I can here between exams. Fairly light this week, all things considered. I got one each day. So, come home, study for that a bit, and then come up and do this. Yeah. Oh, got Potts in the chat here. All right. Well, not the way I expected Boston to go up 2-0 there, but you know what? It's the playoffs. You can't complain about goals. Swayman again playing good. Oh, was it Josh? This building is silent after that second goal. Zacha with 22 points in March. Zacha wins the puck battle at the dot. Shot comes on immediately from Zadorov. It hits the crossbar and comes out once again. Buffalo wins the faceoff now in their own zone. Puck comes up. Boston forces Buffalo offside. Appreciate the support from my buddies in the chat here. Always nice. That doesn't... That's pregame that starts at 6, right? Puck comes out once again, giving another fan a little souvenir to take home. Boston has been the better team in the second period here so far. It was fairly even in the first period, but I think although the shots haven't been massively in Boston's favor, they have been outplaying Buffalo pretty good here. Lindholm leans in for the draw. Tied up at the dot there. Buffalo does end up recovering it. McAvoy with it now. Sends it up the boards and out. Pasternak over down to the Buffalo corner. Buffalo now with it. 3-on-2. Back the other way. Pasternak is there. And saved by Swayman. I wouldn't go as far as say they're a bunch of goons. I mean, they're big. They have speed. They can get messy with it if they need to. I wouldn't call them goons to be exact, though. Zadorov with it, flips it up to center ice. Puck comes down. Husendinov steps on it. Minton gets it. Husendinov with it now. Drives in. And we're getting another Boston power play. Power play or penalty shot? No, power play. Thought I saw him go to... .205 left. Buffalo to the box for interference. No, I'm obviously a bit behind you guys here. Well, good job on James Higgins drawing that penalty. Lindholm and Cloud in for the draw now. Tied up pretty good there. Buffalo barely able to keep it in by Boston. Pasternak now sends it up to the point for McAvoy. McAvoy to Pasternak. Pasternak puts it on and gets deflected in by Pavel Zacha. And that's 3-0 Boston. 2 goals in the last 5 minutes of this period. $122. Oh, you know what? It might be the website I'm using here. Yeah, I think it's the website I'm using. Sorry, Wiz. Minute 50 left here in the period. Buffalo with it in their zone. Nice outbreak, nice breakout pass there. Shot comes in wide on Swayman. Corrali with it in the corner. Zadorov pressuring. Puck comes out. Norris is able to get it. He sends it up to Power. Shot goes on. No go. Corrali with it now. Bounces it off the wall and out of play. And the puck is dropped. Pretty even on the face-off there. Boston is able to recover it and go on the attack with Arvidsson. Arvidsson gets up to Middlestat. Middlestat can't quite corral it, sends it into the corner instead. That was Arvidsson that just came flying into the pile there. Puck comes out to McAvoy. McAvoy dumps it back into the corner. Zacco in the far corner now with it, sends it back into the near corner. Hit comes in from Middlestat. McAvoy laying the body out there. Puck comes out now into the Boston zone. Gets it right back up into the neutral zone. 45 seconds left now. Buffalo with it. Owen Power dipsy doodling around the center ice dot. Byram with it now. Taking his time. 30 seconds left. Boston not letting anything get through the neutral zone right now. Puck does get into the Boston zone. Hampus Lindholm now. No, that was Peak, sorry. Buffalo with it now. Outlet pass into center ice. Gets tipped down into the Boston near corner. Zadorov laying the hit on Dunn late. And that's the end of the period. 3-0 Boston, 18-14 the shots. And if 2 goals wasn't enough, let's hope 3 will be. As we get more whatever that is after the whistle. Both teams waiting to leave the benches. Boston now leads 3-0 at the end of 40 with 20 minutes to go. Hoping they can hold the lead this time. Right, let's just see a few stats here. Yeah, shots were 8-7 in favor of Buffalo in the first period, and then that was all Boston in the second, 11-6. Face-off is not even close for Boston, 65-34. Yeah. Boston has really stepped it up compared to game 1. Yeah, compare some of these stats to game 1 here. Face-off percentage was just about dead even. Boston's already just 2 shots off of beating what they had in 60 minutes last night, or in game 1. 10 penalty minutes, that's, I don't know. Alright, we will be right back. Alright, we are back. Alright, we are back. You should not be talking. Why can I hear myself? Alright. Alright. A few more minutes to go here before we're back from intermission. What should I... Alright, here we go now. Yeah, I gotta make a thumbnail for this next one here. Yeah, I might go back to what I did for the Panthers series. That was pretty good. I like that one. Buffalo's just got a whole Ferris wheel sitting just outside their arena, it seems. up to 126. Thank you to whoever that was who just subscribed. Appreciate it. Just hanging out here. Waiting for the third period to start. We'll be coming up shortly here. All right. All right. 20 minutes. Here we go. Boston with 7 high danger chances to Buffalo's 3 so far. Let's hope for a good one here, folks. 3. Oh, that's a fun stat. Alright. 3 regulation losses in the last 7 games when leading in the third. That's fun. Zaka leans in for the draw. Buffalo wins it. Puck gets sent in deep into the Boston zone right off the face-off. No shot adjustment over the period break. McAvoy, or Arvidsson with it, shot. And wow. Victor Arvidsson scores to make it 4-0. 19:44 left in the third period. Buffalo dumps it in. McAvoy recovers it, gets over to Aspero. Aspero sends it up, and Arvidsson's there. That's the second great assist Aspero's had in this game. Arvidsson from the dot rips that thing bar down, and he knows it's in. And Alex Lyon, UPL gets the hook. Alex Lyon comes in. Alright, here we go again. Not the first time Boston has caused a goalie to get pulled mid-game. Oh boy. Last time was a little, yeah. Alright. Boston with it now. Zadorov down to Peak. Peak misplays the puck. Rims it up around the boards. Doesn't get it out. Peak with it again. This pace has slowed right down for Boston. Zadorov takes his time back behind the net. That fourth goal is adding a nice layer of comfort for Boston. Zadorov is going to take it himself. Up over the red line. Dumps it in. Shots are 19-16 after that 4-0 goal for Boston. Early on in the third here, Buffalo with it. Cross-check down by Hampus Lindholm. No call, though. Hampus Lindholm just snaps it right back into the Buffalo zone. Hagen's hard on the forecheck again. I've loved him on the forecheck. Minton with it now. At the dot. Shot. Saved by Lyon. Kaslik hard in there, though. Hagen's trying to find it. Can't do so. Lowry gets it over to Lindholm. Lindholm tries to get it over to Geeky. Minton. 39-93. That threw me for a loop there. Hagen's with it now. Gets it up to Corrali. Corrali drives the net hard. Back behind. Loses it. Kaslik with it. And a shot saved by Lyon. Shots are 23-16 now. Boston's come out taking all the chances they can in the third period here. Sean Corrali leans in for the draw against Dunn, and he wins it back. Or wins it forward, rather. McAvoy with a shot, and Corrali almost gets it deflected in. Corrali goes down behind the net against Dunn. McAvoy with a beautiful hip check, but that's going to get called for a penalty for interference, it looks like. And that got heated. As you know, tussling with Greenway right now. Aspero trying to pull Malenstein out of the pile. Dunn going right at McAvoy. Oh, let him go. Let him go, ref. Come on. Oh, there we go. They're going to try to go. McAvoy's wanting to go. He's telling the ref to let him go. They're not letting him go, though. Jeannot's still beaking it done there. Kaslik and Stanley might be going. Oh, here we go. Now we're finally getting a fight. Logan Stanley and Mark Kaslik. Kaslik with an uppercut right hook. Stanley holding up against the glass, barely keeping his balance here. Kaslik just bodying him to the ground. And that's a pretty even fight right there. Buffalo not being able to get back in this one on the score sheet, so they're going to get in on the penalty sheet. McAvoy comes in, just hip checks. That is Zach Malenstein. He just hip checks. Love that hit personally. Little dangerous, I'll admit, but love to see that from McAvoy. Keeping the tone set after Buffalo gets a bit of an advantage from pulling the goalie. Some guy against the glass is just spilling his beer half over it. Stanley was grabbing onto the glass. What's that? What's he doing with that? Alright, 17:34 left. Let's For tripping? Okay. I don't know if that's tripping. Yeah, I guess. What else are you gonna call it? But okay. Yeah. Not overly thrilled with Buffalo getting power play. I mean, I get it. You call the fights and then you call McAvoy for the trip, but Kastelik's loving it. He's sitting in the box talking it over with Arvidsson. Dahlin still talking to the official about it. Boston now leads Buffalo in shots by 8. Swayman with a much easier night tonight than it was 2 nights ago back in Buffalo. Buffalo 0 for 3, 0 for 7 in the series right now. Lindholm leans in for the draw. That's Husendinov, sorry, not Lindholm. Normally it's Lindholm who leads the penalty kill. Zucker with it. Shot comes in, saved by Swayman. Ten seconds gone in the Buffalo power play here. Lindholm with the face-off win this time. Puck comes out to the near side. Who's going to get there first? Oof, just kept in by Buffalo there. And it... Dahlin talking to the official. He says it doesn't go out. The official says it did. And we'll line up just outside of the Boston zone here. Rasmus Dahlin has the most points by a defenseman before their first postseason appearance. Minton leans in for the draw, and he wins it. Puck gets sent in. Peak with it now. Gets it back out behind the net. Buffalo's there to recover it, though. That's Norris. Back down to Thompson, back up to Norris. Sends it up to Dahlin at the point. Down to Norris on the wing. Shot comes in, blocked. Norris recovers it. Back up to Dahlin. Back down to Norris. Norris trying to find a pass, trying to find a shot. Can't do so. Shot comes in, saved by Swayman once again. Peak dumps it out, and it does go the distance. 50 seconds left now in the Buffalo penalty power play. Zadorov with it now. McLeod with it along the wall. Tuck, shot comes in and it's deflected up and out. Just 37 seconds left on this Buffalo power play. Buffalo wins the draw. McLeod with it. Trying to get his lane open. Byram with it now. Back to Byram it goes. Walking the point. Can't find a shot there from Husendinov. And Swayman makes the stop. Beautiful snap out of the air from Swayman there. Lindholm leans in and he gets tied up on the draw. Buffalo recovers it. Benson with it now. Down below the red line he goes. Pushes it back up to Byram. 7 seconds left on the Buffalo power play. Corrali doesn't go after the loose puck. Doan. Shot comes in. Just barely wide. That hit a body out in front. Lindholm with it. Zadorov kicks it to himself out in front of the Boston net. Zadorov can't get it up to Arvidsson. Finally does. Gets it up to Zacha and Middlestat there with it. Swayman sends the puck back down behind his net after a dump in from Buffalo. Hard puck battle back behind the Bruins net. Puck comes out. Oof. It was Samuelson who couldn't keep it in. Arvidsson dumps it in. UPL sends it back. Or not UPL now. Alex Lyon, rather, sends it back in. Samuelson dumps it up. Gets the deflection he needs to avoid the icing. Lindholm sends it around to Peak. Peak dumps it up. Geekie now with it. Pasternak. One of the first Pasternak, Geekie, Lindholm shifts together this period. Even though we're 6 minutes in here. Puck gets sent in deep. Zadorov is able to send it back, but Buffalo gets the recovery. Shot comes in. Saved by Swayman once again. Might have been tipped on that one, it looks like. Swayman didn't know where it was. He just knew that the whistle had gone. Shots are now 24-18 in favor of Boston. Lindholm and Thompson lean in for the draw. Thompson's getting the boot out of the zone. Tuck comes in. Tuck wins the draw. Boston recovers it though. Geekie flings it in. Pasternak waiting at the blue line. Puck comes back into the Boston zone. Leveling hit from Nikita Zadorov there. Love seeing him throw his weight around a little bit. Shot comes in on Swayman. Double shot comes in from Swayman. And Zadorov laying the body. And there it is now. Tuck going at Zadorov there. Zadorov not happy about that. Still beaking at Tuck. Tuck's not happy. Pasternak going at Alex Tuck now. Few helmets got lost here. Thompson lost his. Peak lost his. And we're still going at it here. Geekie picks himself up off the ice. I would imagine this ends up 5-on-5. I'd be very shocked. Oh, and we're still going at it here. Thompson throwing punches with his glove on. Love Minton getting in there against Rasmus Dahlin. Dahlin completely ignoring him, going right after David Pasternak. Pasternak pretty well doubled over on the ice with Minton and Dahlin on top of him. Peake and Benson are going to go. Come on, drop the gloves, guys. They're not going to drop the gloves. Peake's got one off. There, and Peake's can get the penalty for that, isn't he? Benson kept his glove on. Peake didn't. Thompson right down the tunnel. He's gone for the game. Not a clue how this ends up shaking out here. Pasternak lost his helmet. I don't think anyone kept their helmet on. And we're gonna go to commercial here. 13:46 left. In a very chaotic 5 minutes here. Can we... Let's see, does the NHL website have anything on me here? Well, Lightning tied it up against Montreal. I would imagine... Oh boy, four guys in the box for each. Zadorov 2 minutes, Tuch 2 minutes, Timmins 2 minutes, Geeky 2 minutes, Benson 2 minutes. Peake not getting anything there, that doesn't seem right. Boston might end up on the power play here. I'm going to sit back and wait and see how this goes here. All right. Yeah, Benson takes a shot at Swayman after the whistle goes. Zadorov takes exception. Tuch takes exception right back at him. Tuch caught Pasternak up high there, it looks like in the corner. Can we get that top angle again? Maybe? Plenty of game left, but a few guys are going to be missing the rest of this one. Peake and Benson going at it, yeah. Geeky going to the box to join Kastelik, Zadorov, McAvoy. Pasternak, a little bit of blood on his jersey there. Don't think that's his. He's laughing. The penalty box is still trying to figure this one out. It seems like this might end up being a Buffalo power play here. This doesn't end up a 5-on-3 for Buffalo, does it? Yeah, Pete getting tossed off. That makes sense. Minton's wondering what's going on. Alright. Well, we line up for the draw. Crowley loses that one. And ends up 5-on-5. So that makes sense, yeah. Shocked Pete didn't get the extra one there. With a big hit on Dunn there. Lindholm and Lowry in the back behind the Boston net. Mallenstein screening Swayman there. Oh, big chance there from Power. Saved by Swayman once again. Boston wins this one, flipped up into the neutral zone. No one on Boston can corral that one. Puck gets sent back to Aspero. Aspero sends it up and it gets tipped down into the near Buffalo corner. Arvidsson goes down hard while fighting for the puck. And then, could have had a chance there. Just bobbled the puck once again. Puck gets dumped into the Boston zone for icing. 12:39 left here. Man. Feeling better. Still a touch nervous. Hagen's hard on Power on the forecheck here. Pasternak out there. Samuelson just gets to the red line and dumps it in. Lowry rims it back around. Hagens recovers the pass. Back over to Lowry. Nope, back to Pasternak, sorry. Lowry's there. Dumps it in, rims it around. Here comes Owen Power now. Up over the Buffalo blue line. Through the red line. Dumps it in just at the blue. Lindholm and Krebs going at it there in the corner. Hagen's still out there. Husendinov with it now. Husendinov is going to turn on the Jets and he's going to take it for a skate. Spins on him and gets taken down. Husendinov still trying to battle the puck. Just relentless there. Tanner Jeannot out there now with Minton and Husendinov. McAvoy and Aspero also out there for Boston. Husendinov is just relentless on this puck tonight. Especially if once after this third period's kicked off here. Husendinov now sends it back down across to Aspero. Aspero turns on the bomb and he rips it. Deflected out by Alex Lyon there. But we play on. Minton puts one on from the point, gets tipped wide. Arvidsson recovers it in the corner. Has no one to pass it to. Middlestadt's out there now. Trying to get a pass out. He's going to take it out through the high slot. Puts a shot on. Blocked by Lyon. McAvoy just couldn't quite corral that for a shot on goal. Middlestat goes down hard in the corner. Lindholm's there. Hampus Lindholm's there to recover it, and we have a penalty? Okay. Boston's going to the power play, so I'm not going to complain about that, but where's the cross check? Oh, yep, nope, missed that one. Yeah, oh boy. Krebs took down Middlestat and then gave him the extra shot while he was down. Lindholm, Geeky, McAvoy, Pasternak out there. Zacha. Lindholm. Lindholm, Geeky, McAvoy, Pasternak. Who else is out there? Oh no, it is Zacha. Okay, I thought it was. Puck into the Boston zone here. McAvoy with it. He's going to take his time. Geeky's still tied up there with, I think that's Norris he was tied up with. Zacha. In now. Puck gets tipped out. Minute 30 gone in this Boston power play here. 10 minutes to go. McAvoy drops it back for Zacha. Zacha with it to Pasternak. Pasternak over to Geeky. Geeky sends it up to the point up for McAvoy, and the puck bounces up and over his stick. Pasternak with it now. Tries to take it in through 3 Buffalo defenders. Can't do so. Geeky puts it down into the corner. McAvoy with it now. Minton out there as well. Minton over to Arvidsson. Arvidsson up to Lindholm. Back to Arvidsson. Arvidsson down to Minton. Pasternak still out there from the first line. Minton puts one on. Oh, if he scored that one. Greenway rims it around and sends it the length of the ice. Hampus Lindholm with it now. 30 seconds to go. Could be the last push for Boston here on the power play. Minton with it now. Arvidsson in. Drops it for Hagens. Gets to Lindholm. Down to Middlestat in the corner. And the puck gets turned over there. Here comes Buffalo back the other way. 2-on-2. And McLeod can't quite get there. Swayman with a beautiful diving stop. Boston going to the penalty kill here. Tuck with it. Sends it out in front. And Boston gets the whistle to go for the hook. And I think that's going to be Hampus Lindholm, which is not ideal. Ah, that's Hagens going to the box. Hate to see that for the kid. Yeah, 2 minutes for hooking. 8:40 left as KeyBank Center starts to filter out here. Buffalo now on the power play. Here we go. 8.5 to go. Shot comes in. Saved by Swayman. Net briefly gets knocked off, but falls back on its moorings. Lindholm with it now. Flips it up, and he gets it cleared out past the Buffalo defensive blue line. Lyon comes out to play it. Dahlin corrals. Takes it right up the ice. Buffalo on their 5th power play of the game now. Tuck with it now. Drops it off for Quinn. Back up to Dahlin it goes. Who is that? That's Quinn out there now. Quinn on the near side. Shot goes on. Flubbed by... Who was that? Was that Tuck? That was Tuck who fanned on that shot. Dahlin over to Quinn. Quinn puts the shot on. Swayman deflects it wide down into the corner. Minute left here in the power play. Puck gets behind Swayman, but it stays out. Quinn with it. Might go back to... Nope, doesn't go back. Dahlin, shot goes on. Saved by Swayman once again. Deflected down into the corner. 45 now. Quinn, still with it. He holds. Looking for a pass. Down behind the net. Gets it back. Backhands it up to Dahlin. Dahlin for the one-timer to Dahlin. Nope. To Tuck, I think. Jeannot gets hammered, but he does get the puck cleared. 20 seconds left. Buffalo's going to have to regroup. Boston gets 2 penalty killers changed, but barely. Quinn still out there. He's been out there the whole time. Shot goes on. Swayman stops. Or Aspro stopped. Still can't get it out for Boston here. Dahlin with it. As the penalty expires here. Here comes Hagen's beautiful one-timer from... Was that Norris? That was Norris with the one-timer there. So 9 for 9 so far this Boston penalty kill's been this series. You know what? That is pretty good. And the Buffalo fans that are left here are pretty nervous after this. 6:30 to go. Middlestat pressuring Dahlin, or pressuring Power rather. Middlestat almost picks Power's pocket there, but he's able to recover it and gets it back up into the Boston zone. Puck down behind the net, back behind the Boston net, comes out. Power with the shot, and they score. Bo Byram with a shot from the point makes it 4-1. 6 minutes left here. And this building's been woken up. And this is just lackadaisical from Boston. Middlestat loses his man. Byram's there. Beautiful pass. Rips it from the top of the circle. Beats Swayman high glove. Man. Unfortunate to see, but after 28 shots, what more can you expect? Just stop the next one. Lindholm wins the draw. Puck gets sent up into the Buffalo end. Pasternak fighting Zucker along the half wall. Zucker dumps it in. Swayman kicks it down in the corner. And Boston's going to the penalty kill again here. Not sure what this one's for. McAvoy with possession. No whistle, though. Oh, man. And we finally get the whistle. No, still no whistle. Oh, that's just the empty net. Oh, okay. I didn't put 2 and 2 together there that you're pulling your goalie with 5.5 to go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because that's what teams do. Wow, okay. Massive brainwave by me there. Buffalo with it. Darlene rips it, shot, scores. And I think that was a second effort goal. And it's 4-2. Swayman calling for a high stick. 30th shot of the game for Buffalo. Oh, man. I think that's going to depend on when that's called. Darlene with a shot. Does it... Oh, boy. I think you call a timeout. You don't challenge that. I don't think there's any way Boston is going to challenge this here. Unless they're absolutely sure. .452 to go here. 4-2 Boston. Shots are 30-26 in favor of Buffalo. Line at the hash marks. Corrali puts it in. Line's going to go to the bench here for the extra attacker. 4.75 to go. McAvoy tries to flip it up and out. He does get it out. Kastelic with it now. Shot into the empty net. No goal. Can't get the puck back over to Jeannot there for the empty netter. Boston now pressuring in Buffalo's zone. Buffalo is able to recover it though. Back into the Boston zone we go here. Rimmed around. 4 minutes left here. Krebs with it. Up to Byram. Byram to Power. Kicked out in front. Barely stays out once again. Byram with it. Gonna drive in hard. No go. No go. Kastelic tries to rim it out, can't get it out. Krebs with it now, walking the line. Puts a shot on, deflected wide. And Boston is able to dump it, and that's going to go for icing. Oh, man. Yeah, this isn't intense at all. Corrali leans in for the draw as Buffalo is chanting Swayman at the top of their lungs. It worked in game 1. Will it work in game 2? Corrali leans in and he wins the draw back. McAvoy with it now. Rims it up and around. Puck gets out to center ice. Buffalo's going to have to come out and reset. And it's a quick reset with Doan. McAvoy with it. Dumps it. Going to the empty net. And that's going to go again. Oh! Arvidsson beats out the icing, though. Zacha down in the corner there. It's a battle in the corner here. Zucker comes in, cross-check on Zacha. No call there, though. Buffalo charges hard out here. 2-on-3. Buffalo's just going to dump it. Lindholm recovers it. I think that's Greenway's lost his stick there. He picks it back up. Buffalo still chanting Swayman as Boston is able to dump it out. 2:40 left to go here. Quinn, recovers it. Flubs the shot, though. Pastrnak out there as well. Power with it over to Byram. Byram shot. Elias Lindholm. There is stick shards all over the ice right now. Swayman gets down flat and makes the stop with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here. And folks, this game is not over yet. Buffalo is turning up the heat on Boston here. And we're going to go to commercial for what could be the final time of Game 2. Alright. And we are back. 32-26. Shots on goal in favor of Buffalo. Lindholm leans in for the draw against McLeod. McLeod wins it. Byram with it to Krebs. Back up to Byram. Over to Dahlin. Does not go. Pastrnak dumps it out for the clear. No icing. Byram with it now. 2:05 to go. Nope. Puck gets deflected. Out offside, sorry. Byram looking for a penalty here. Dahlin dumps it in. Minute 50 left now. It's a battle against time for Boston. Lindholm with it. Up to McAvoy. McAvoy flings it up front. Pastrnak dumps it into the empty net, although he's offside. Buffalo not happy with that, even though I think Pastrnak might have shot that puck before the whistle went. So I don't think he's going to get called here. Yeah, Pastrnak flung that into the net as the whistle went. Lindholm leans in. Lindholm snaps it up the ice. Lyon leaves the net. Empty attacker, 90-second. Thompson dumps it into the far corner. Pasternak tries to snap the puck out. Dahlin blasts from the point, stays out. Swayman smothers the puck. 81 seconds to go in this one. That was Thompson. Almost gets the deflection. Boston line up 3 deep on the inside. Boston can't get the puck out. Byram to Dahlin, down to Thompson. Thompson gets it back. Swayman with the stop over to the far corner. Thompson with it, trying to find an angle. Can't do it. Last minute to go here. 60 seconds left. Puck gets flipped up. And that's going to be Dahlin who recovers it. Boston getting half a change, it seems. Dahlin with it now. Takes it in. Dumps it. He goes off for a change. Never mind. Dahlin puts it back on. Swayman with the first stop. Puck gets deflected back down into the corner. 33 seconds to go left now. Middlestat with it. Flips it up. Can't clear it. Zaka and Corrali both work to get it up. Arvidsson dumps it in. Can't quite hit the empty net. 20 seconds to go here. Shots are 33-26. 18 now. 17. And Buffalo's running out of time. They need one right now. Byram plays the puck with the high stick, and we get a call with 10 seconds to go here. Man. And Buffalo fans are leaving the building. Barring a historic collapse, it seems like we're going to need 5 at least to solve this series. Eight seconds to go now. Peak with it. Zadorov flips it up. 2, 1, and that will do it. Boston ties this series up at 1. They steal one in Buffalo, and Jeremy Swayman has been Boston's best player once again. Man, Boston ties up the series on a 4-2 win. Great game. Swayman, once again, facing 33 shots, standing on his head for this team, because when doesn't he in the postseason? So many good chances for Buffalo there. Boston was very opportunistic with the puck tonight, and that's exactly what they need to be to win this series. Next game is Thursday at 7:30. I will be here for that. So join me Thursday night. Right around 7:30, 7:25 maybe. And I will be here. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you really enjoyed. And yeah, Boston picks up their first win of the postseason.